So the case remains the same still today. The Dow is down, Nasdaq, S&P, they're all down, but it's still the same story. The Mag 7, a lot of the tech industry, tech stocks are still running the show here. They're all Nvidia, Meta, some of the major ones that I have like Tesla, I know Uber. I think Google is down too, down today. It's one of the few of those tech stocks that are down, but the majority of them are doing well. So the big caps are still doing well, and then the general market is down today. There is some good news on the interest rates. I know that the housing, there was a boom in demand, 20% supposedly. In refinancing, people are already starting to think about that. I don't know if I was ready to refinance or anything like that. I would kind of wait because you know how the rate cycle goes. It's just the beginning of this rate cycle. I think it is, but I'm following all the my major stocks are all up, so I'm up. A lot of people are, even if you're like tech heavy kind of, that's I'm doing good there. Surprised at the Nasdaq. I last time I checked, it was down, but um the major movies that I have is like Nvidia is up like 2% right now. So I'm just doing dollar cost averaging, and most of those Nvidia, I've been doing that every day lately, and then just throwing some money across the board on the stocks that I have, like in my M1 and stuff like that. It's good to be diversified, and it's just the way to go. And I have, but diversified, but then I also my my account is just some of my accounts are just going doubling just because the my exposure that I have to certain stocks that are doing well, and then minimize the losers. So that's good for me. So I can't complain there. So, but yeah, I think the rates, the drop of that, I'm not sure why the market is down in general. Well, actually, the Nasdaq just turned positive by 3 points. Not really much. I think the last time I checked, it was down. VIX is up, and all the rest of them. And it's kind of a slow day, but then the leaders are really pushing through daily. Like Nvidia has been so strong, and Meta and Tesla that I have, and I'm just like doing my DCA and all that. But a couple stocks that I've been buying lately are Kava. It's sort of compared to Chipotle, so I've been doing that kind of a daily buy there, and I'm just doing my daily buy in Palantir. Just no matter what, I'm just gonna DCA, keep DCAing into that, and just throw my attendees into it. But yeah, overall today, a mixed day. But just the leaders, the tech leaders, seem to be doing well, and there hasn't been any swing or anything like that into the small caps. In September and October, I was thinking we're going to get this drop. It hasn't happened at all, but I think it's just because the Fed, when they instead of, I think if they would have went a quarter point basis point, I think it would tank the market, but they did 50, so it pleased the market, and now it's kind of saved itself from doing that drop that I was thinking in September and October. But it still could happen. It could happen in October, who knows? But I think it's lining up, and I think it's the small caps aren't going to take off. I think it's just gonna we're gonna get through September and October, and then they're gonna have, after the election is over and all that, we're probably gonna have some run up, and then it's just gonna be the same the way it is. I think it's just these major tech stocks that are gonna run up. So tech leads the day, I think, even for the next 4 months until December. But there could be some drop in September and October. I'm still like leading up to the election. I think there could be some. There's just so uncertainty with there's race is so close, and yeah, anything can happen there. But yeah, just right now, Kava is on my radar because but I haven't decided. I'm just throwing some here and there. But I was really enjoying the Palantir run up, and but now it's dropped a few points or anything like that. But I'm just still doing my DCA, so I really don't care. But overall, well, it's interesting that the housing refinance boom, and I think if you have that refinance boom, I think these prices are kind of here to stay with housing, and you may get some because of the low rates. I think you're gonna other areas that like maybe outside the cities that are cheaper prices. I've seen some drop in some areas, not really some properties that aren't in demand. I've seen drop, but if you have all the amenities there and you're close to really the prices, you're in a great location, the prices have pretty much been stable, except if you're like in a area that doesn't have a lot of amenities, not really ideal or stuff like that. Like your property A, property B, the B's are, it seems like they're having some price drops, but the I think that will help people down the road that want to get into housing. These rates are going to drop, and in some areas, I think it's going to be you may get some bargains here and there. So yeah, you can park your Nvidia and your Tesla earnings and get a deal when these rates finally settle down. I think the Fed wants to drop it down to 3 or under 3 or something like that, but we'll see there. But overall, I'm just doing my DCA and trading and really just doing M1 and Robinhood, and then Interactive Brokers have something going on there. But we'll see there. And then, yeah, that's basically it. I have my Moomoo. I don't know if you guys are doing Moomoo too as well, and that's what I want to focus on, trading and all that. But it was just a video on how the market was doing, and yeah, I think we're gonna do fine. Yeah, there was also some news on AI chip demand, and they're talking about AI chip shortage. So I think maybe that's why Nvidia is running up, because there's that shortage, supply and demand, and I think that's why Nvidia is such a great pick for even the long term, even no matter how far it's run. I think they're always going to be the number one driver there. But I think we'll see there. And yeah, and Tesla as well. There's a lot of, when that runs, it usually just, it keeps going. There really wasn't much news, but I think they kind of run together. But we'll see. Their crypto market they're talking about Bitcoin reaching 1 million. Yeah, one of these days. It's only 50, and it's a long ways to go for that. But yeah, it's just a super slow day, and then yeah, I just hope there's better news on the employment situation, and these rates help the employment situation. But right now, I haven't seen any of that. Jobs are they don't really tell you, but the jobs are pretty scarce that are out there, especially if you're in tech. But then again, these tech stocks are shooting up. It's kind of like the reality, and then tech companies' reality. They're doing so well, but then they're not really hiring. But I think it still has to do with the rates. Still are somewhat high. They only had their first rate cut, so hopefully when they have more rate cuts, I think this is going to help the economy and then the job market itself. But it hasn't really. They just had their first rate drop, and so yeah, it's the beginning of all that. Yeah, Tesla, I think Goldman was recommending before two big catalysts in October. There's supposedly something going on there. But as yeah, just my quick take on the market. The It's like the Mag 7 pretty much is running the show today, and nothing else is really going on. So some housing news that we had about refinancing, and then the chip shortage, which I think there's always been a chip shortage, but I'm just, like if you're doing it, I'm just sticking with the plan. Tech is still running the show, and I think it will continue the next 4 months. Maybe a dip in September and October, if that. But yeah, not a financial advisor or anything like that. It's just my opinion. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe. I'd like to get as many subscribers as you can, so more people listening, so I can put out some more interesting topics than just the daily market updates. But yeah, hit subscribe. I definitely welcome you on board if you want to join, subscribe, like, comment, and all that. But thank you for watching, and stay safe. If you're in this hurricane's path, we're getting some of the feeder bands on the east side of the storm. Just here and there storming, but we'll be okay. But people on the west coast of the state, even in New Orleans, and kind of in Tampa to New Orleans, kind of we're gonna get some effect in there, but we're just getting the feeder bands that are just coming in here and there because I'm on the East Coast. But all right, thank you. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.